Good afternoon and welcome to another edition of From the Mayor's Desk. A lot of things are happening in Baytown this time of year. The kids are back in school and a lot of things are happening at the city that I wanted to visit with you about this afternoon. First off, many of you may have read the city at one time was considering an ordinance that would have required local business owners to put out trash cans and to enclose their dumpsters and do other things that will help us to keep litter off of commercial businesses and from along our roadways. I'm pleased to announce that working with the Baytown Chamber of Commerce and the Economic Development Foundation and Lee College and Goose Creek Schools, we are forming a group to voluntarily get the businesses and schools to cooperate in a big litter cleanup effort here in our city. It's extremely important that we get a handle on our litter problem. As many of you know, driving around our city, we simply have too much trash that is lying in our ditches and in our empty lots and along our roadways. We are hopeful that businesses cooperating voluntarily, along with the help of the school district and the college district, with all their students helping, along with you as the citizens helping us with telling your kids that it's not okay to litter, your kids telling you that it's not okay to litter, and everybody working together, we can get this problem under control. But hopefully watch for a cleaner Baytown in the very near future. If you're in a business and they've got litter on the parking lot, please point it out to them and offer to help them get it picked up. We want to encourage our businessmen, and we want to encourage each other to keep our city a cleaner place to live. Along those lines, council tonight at our council meeting, we're going to be talking about collection boxes around the city. Now, I'm a big supporter of charities, and I hope that you are, and that you contribute through your churches and through our many charitable organizations here in town to help them out. What has become a problem is collection boxes placed at various points around our city, particularly from out-of-town charities, that are serving merely as a collection place for old couches, televisions, and basically trash. These have become a problem in a hurry in various areas of our city. We at the council are going to be considering an ordinance which will place severe restrictions on the placement of these boxes. We're not trying to particularly outlaw them, but we want to make it very, very clear that we want the boxes to be emptied regularly and not allowed to accumulate all the junk that they seem to be doing. So watch for some council action on the collection boxes here pretty shortly. We are going to encourage manned collection locations like Purple Heart has on 146, where people can go. There is someone there to take their donated items and get it out of sight. Along with the litter cleanup, the city has hired an extra crew to do roadside mowing and trash pickup along 146 and 330. As many of you know, we have landscaping along those two routes already. We haven't done such a great job in the past of taking care of it. Hopefully you'll notice that we are mowing more often, we're picking up trash and debris more often, and we're weeding around that landscaping so it looks attractive. We have pretty much taken over this function from TxDOT because they simply were not doing it very often. And we think that it makes our city much more attractive when our crews are responsible for picking up the debris and mowing and keeping everything weed-eated. Pleased to announce that Council is considering and has given preliminary approval to the new City of Baytown 2009-2010 budget. The budget will call for no tax increase this year, despite the fact that we had penciled in a tax increase for the bonds that were sold in 2007. We are pleased that through a terrific job on the part of the city administration, that it will not be necessary to have any tax increase this year. We are not laying off any of our employees. In fact, we're giving a modest raise to all of our employees across the board. And I want to let you know that city administration has done a great job in that respect. and we are fiscally sound and seem to be in very, very good shape. And it's very fortunate that we have done such good planning with the state of the economy as it is today. As part of the annual budget, this year the city's industrial district agreements are up for renewal. These are the agreements that we have with Exxon, Bayer, Chevron, and other plants that are not included in the city. They're not actually in the city limits, but they pay a portion of the taxes that they otherwise would be assessed to aid the city budget. Part of the proposed industrial district agreements this year will build in monies from the plants to be used for beautification of our city. We think that we can be a showcase for heavy industry and cities living in harmony. We think that we can do a lot of beautification projects and civic improvements with money out of the industrial district agreements that are devoted specifically to beautification projects around our city and around those particular plants. I hope you've noticed that the Interstate 10 San Jacinto River Bridge project is finally finished. The contractor hired by TxDOT did a terrific job of bringing that contract in under time and under budget. I know it was a nightmare for all of us to live through, but I am so glad that it is over, and hopefully we can go without serious highway construction in that area for a while. I will tell you that we are continuing to work on funding for the next phase of the Highway 146 Spur 330 interchange. We've gotten some encouraging news lately about possible funding for a flyover from 146 southbound to Spur 330 westbound, which will keep you folks that are going to get on 330 to go into Houston from having to stop at Garth Road and two other red lights before you can get on the main lanes of 330. Keep your fingers crossed on that. We hope to have an announcement there in the next couple of weeks. Finally, as a closing thought, I want you all to remember that we are still in hurricane season. Tomorrow marks the 1-year anniversary of Hurricane Ike arriving in our city. We all remember what a nightmare that was, but what a forced bonding experience that was for our citizens. I hope that you have prepared this season with your hurricane kits, that you have plans for where you will evacuate, and that you keep gas in your cars just in case. Thus far this season, we've been extremely fortunate. There have not been any storms in the Gulf, but keep in mind it does not take long for one to form in the Gulf and get here. So please be aware, watch the weathercast, keep up with the news, at least until we're through the middle of October. With that, I hope you have a wonderful day. Brag on Baytown whenever you get the chance, because it's a great place to live. Thank you.